What up? What up? What up?
Ooh, happy Thursday.
Welcome to the
everybody.
10th episode.
Yes.
Nah, this is the 11th, bro.
Nah, it's 10.
11th.
There's 9 episodes on iTunes.
Yeah,
But there
'cause
was one that wasn't
yeah, he
uploaded.
missed one. Yeah,
All
Welcome to our 11th episode.
we missed the 10th anniversary. We're sorry, guys.
You know what
It'll be alright.
thanks for hanging in with us. You know,
It's live at 9ish yet again. It's with your boy Michael. You already know.
I'm out there, of course.
and it's Barry with the glasses today.
Hey,
We gonna talk
Harry
about some
Potter
serious
flow.
stuff. You know,
most definitely.
Um,
What do y'all want to talk about?
we can talk about some music like just
Kick it off with
start light.
okay.
Championships, top 5 album of the year.
You know what's funny?
It's a good album.
You know, tomorrow is the Grammy nominations, and I don't know if you heard B Dot from Rap Radar. He put his list out. I
Uh-huh.
sent it to you guys, and
didn't
I
know.
asked him. I was like, "Man, you don't got Carter 5 on here?" And then he wrote back. He was like, "I only got 5 slots." But I'm like, I don't feel like Pusha T should be in the album of the year because he only had 7 songs. That's the only reason, not because it wasn't good 7 songs. Just because 7 songs to me isn't like an official album. Like the Dipset EP had 8 songs, I believe.
It's just one more.
So what's the minimum required songs for you?
For me, an album, it should be at least 9 songs. At least.
So you missed it by 2.
I mean,
Semantics.
all right, like if
Semantics at this
you go to a restaurant and they miss 2 side orders out of your whole meal, you're going to be a little bit upset because you still got to pay the same price.
Yeah, but he still.
I mean, I'm not paying for my music.
I mean, he still meets the requirements for the Grammys anyway. So what's the problem?
Well, I don't know. Like, with all this Billboard stuff, I'm starting to not even really care about, like, how, like, they do the streaming and all these award shows. Because every year at the Grammys, somebody that I want to win don't win. You feel
It
me?
just be like that.
Nah, it ain't going to
So
be like
you
that
got
no
a
more.
problem
It's like
with
that.
Ed Sheeran on there, and
Ed
Ed Sheeran
Sheeran.
is like
Who's Ed Sheeran? First off,
whatever his name is, man.
Ed Sheeran, bro. Come on.
That tells you how much I don't listen to him. But I know he does go hard.
Ed Sheeran
But
is nice.
Ed Sheeran didn't come out this year.
He did not.
So he
had
should.
a couple bangers.
He didn't have an
that
album.
came out last year. You should not be on the
But
list.
it depends on what if it came out in December. It still counts.
2018
It still
starts
counts.
January.
No, but their
we're not counting that.
thing in December and starts into December.
If you born in December, you not born in January. That's just how it goes. Like, I don't make the rules.
That. So all the award shows should be held on December 31st.
No, I'm saying that if you gonna hold it in February, that's whatever you do. That's cool. But count the year, like the whole year. Like,
But
how
then-
are you putting out? Like, what if somebody drops some fire right now? You already got your top one
Then
album.
that's
of
gonna
the
go
year.
next year.
Nah, we ain't doing that. The year's still happening. The year's still happening. Like,
It just goes into next year's category.
you
That's
never
it.
know who might drop an album that's gonna be crazy.
Okay, then your album had better been
And
that
Meek Mill
much
said
better.
he might drop another album.
So did Pusha T. So let's go. I'm with it.
Facts.
And he said it.
Well, the year's not over yet.
The year's
so
not over yet.
He got the #1 complex album of the year. So shout out
Who?
to him.
Oh, Push?
Pusha T.
Because it was nice.
But they, I don't know where Carter 5 was at on there. But if Carter 5 is not in your top 5, of
It's
the
not
list,
in my top
your
5.
list
I'm
not
even front.
credible.
I don't even listen to it anymore.
Actually, I don't listen to Pusha T like that no more.
That's okay.
Bro,
Keep it real.
what song is it,
I'm
man?
not Pusha T's.
Astro World.
No, the track on Carter 5.
Which one?
Exactly.
Which one? It's too much
The
bangers.
best
on it.
one, man.
Dedicated. I started
Nah.
this shit. We harded this shit. He probably
Uproar? Is that what you're
No,
going to say?
That's
not
Kick in
even
the face.
Uproar, man.
Those
The
two-
one with
Oh,
Kendrick?
Took His Time.
Yes, I was
That's
thinking that
a
shit. I was like,
banger,
nah, he
bro.
might not talk about that one. Nah, that song is.
I don't remember.
That
Nah,
song
I took
grew
his
up on me,
time
man.
with it, maybe. Nah, he.
Like, at first I wasn't
Push
rocking
ain't
with
got
it.
nothing on there that you could just be jamming
I
to.
don't remember that song.
It's cool.
I don't
Listen to
remember
it
that
again,
album.
bro.
Keep it a buck
I
on
really
Pusha
don't
T
remember
album.
that
If
album.
you know it's fire. These are the games we play. The song with Rick Ross is fire. The whole album is fire, but the middle part is very like the same. So that's like if you got 7 songs and then like 4 of them are the same.
So you feel like it's redundant?
Like the middle 4, yeah.
I feel you.
It's like how many times you gonna talk about cocaine and how you used to rap it and where you used to package it and how you used to go from VA to New York and back and forth. It's like, come on, bro, you got 7 songs, man.
And them shit, and 7
And
of
then
them
you
is
gotta,
fire.
then you can't
Seven
have
of
an
your-
album
if
without
7
talking
of
about
your
Drake
7
and Wayne
songs
and
are
Birdman.
fire.
How could you put an album without talking about them?
Quick note. Do you guys count like Story of Adonis, whatever the name is, in the top 5 diss songs of all time?
I would.
No.
I'll put it up there.
Because it's not like catchy or nothing. It's not like a radio hit, but
it was
impact.
deep.
I think top
shit was
number one,
scathing.
impactful,
Scathing.
like impact wise.
That was a
Impact
scathing
wise?
diss
It's not
song.
like catchy, like hit 'em up or nothing like that. But it's like,
It's like every bar hit
dude
you.
exposed he had a child, bro.
He
Like
did.
he got a stripper, like not
Like,
stripper,
you
a
are
porn star
hiding
pregnant.
the child. Let that boy back. He bodied him with that one. Like he took the W in the diss, but like overall,
Mm-hmm.
So what's your top 5 diss tracks? Just real quick.
I don't even think I can name 5. I probably could.
hit him up definitely.
Hit 'em up's not even my
I
number
feel like
one.
hit 'em up's overrated.
It's so overrated.
It's not,
Pac's
though.
part was the best. Everybody else was just
Nah, niggas say you Pac by the Pac I'll take he bodied that shit on the whoever that little nigga was.
Exactly.
I believe he says first of all, I effed your girl, right? Or something
First
like that.
off, fuck your bitch and
Who
the clique
brags
you
about
playing.
hitting Biggie? Like, would you want to
Faith?
be
Faith White? Faith
Faith?
was alright.
okay? But
Faith
would
was
you want to
alright.
be like Eskimo Bros with Biggie, bro?
Biggie was the GOAT.
You want to be Eskimo
Oh, yeah.
Bros with Biggie?
Bro,
Girls
Biggie
was
was
all
the
over
GOAT.
Biggie. Say
Biggie
Biggie was
was
getting
the
all.
GOAT.
I'm not
types of-
saying he
had
wasn't.
Charlie Baltimore,
He
like,
had, Biggie was the GOAT.
and he just fucked her just because that was his girl. Like it wasn't like on some like, yeah, I really want you. He was just like, yo, I don't like this nigga and I'm smashing. Like
Like, if I see some chick and like, yeah, she hit Biggie, I'm like,
that's crazy.
Biggie was the GOAT, bro.
I'm
Wow.
like, I'm good on
I'd
that.
be like, wow. All right.
I'm good on that.
Well, Biggie was
was a
different
superstar,
though. He was a superstar. He was a smooth talker. He was
I'm
just
not
a
saying
different
he's not
individual.
smooth or like he didn't get chicks. Like I know he did, but I'm just saying wouldn't be proud of like.
So you want to smash Little Kim in her heyday? Cause she was giving.
Use a lie. Use
yeah,
a
yo,
bold
yeah,
face.
exactly.
I can't even lie. I can't even lie.
No, Little Kim in '96 could have got everything she wanted.
It's crazy how she changed now, man. She's
That's
just
fact.
totally different, man.
That's
You know
absolute
what I'm
fact.
saying? No disrespect,
But what happened with these albums? We didn't even talk about it. We didn't even talk about these albums. Top 5 albums.
well,
In
What
the
was it?
Billboard.
that's
Nah, this was
that's for the Grammy. That's B Dot's predictions for the Grammy nominations tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying. Like
But you
these are
got-
good
those
albums.
Those are.
I would take
I
the
would
Carters
take
off.
Pusha out.
I would take the Carters off.
I would just for all the game that was on there. And then Beyonce was rapping.
I would take the Carters off.
So we're not just talking like hip hop. We're talking about like overall albums.
I mean, I think that's hip hop.
I mean,
Jay Z and Beyonce was rapping on it.
hip hop is like the biggest genre right now in America.
I
It
definitely
is.
on that list. I would replace Pusha with KOD
Nah,
or
I would replace the
Carter 5.
Carters with KOD.
Post Malone's album, did that come out this year? His
Yeah,
most
that
recent
came
one?
out this year.
I'd say like
Don't you do
from
it?
from a non-biased standpoint, I
Nah,
can
his
see
album, I
right.
ain't going front. Like I played it one time and I liked it, and I don't like albums the first time I hear it.
Who?
Post Malone, the story.
And then Taylor
I
S-
didn't hear it.
Taylor Swift's always gonna be in the top 5 no matter what.
I don't like Taylor. I like Taylor.
I don't
Swift.
listen to her, but it's like she controls.
I like the
music
one
that's
song
from
she
pop
had when she
culture.
was playing the
That's
guitar
it.
before Kanye went on stage. Like
think
the
you know what
songs
you're
she
talking
won the
about.
award for, they were actually good. But all the stuff she put out after that was kind of shaky. Like just because it's like
Mac Miller. I would have took out the Carters and put Swimming on there.
Would you have put that on there if he didn't die?
Yes, it's a great album.
I don't know if you would have.
I ain't really
I would've.
rocking with Mac.
And
like
that's
that.
how I,
I
feel
would've.
about the top 10 artists for Billboard because they have Triple X on there, and I don't know if
Right.
they would have put. him
Yeah, I
on
don't think
there.
they
number
would have put
6.
him on there.
That's why I'm like, people got to stop. Like,
Nah, but I would have put. Did you hear Swimming?
I'm not a Mac Miller fan, but
So nobody else can.
I listen to a little bit of it, but I
I'm
don't
just
rock with
saying,
him.
like, you know, I'm not saying you per se. I'm just saying a lot of people have.
No,
been
a lot of
saying
people
that.
would put him
But I'm
on there
just like,
because he died, but I would put him on there because of how
Right.
much better it was over his other project. Not how much better, but how different it was.
I know you used
I
to
thought it
talk
was-
to me about it, and Burke used to. I remember Burke was telling me before, like, yo,
it's
listen
a,
to this
it's
song,
a fire
and
album.
I was like, I got you, bro, and then he
You
died.
never- It's-
I heard he made me listen to one song while we was at work. I remember
Uh-huh.
that. But other than that, I didn't go check it out. But
See,
like,
I like Mac.
yeah, like,
There's
I
always a Mac.
always like out of all of them, I liked him. I just wasn't a fan. Like I
Nah, I
didn't go
feel you.
check him out. Like, but
I feel you.
rest in peace to Mac though. Like,
That's a
but-
fact.
So you put him in your top 5
Albums?
albums of the year.
Easy.
We're gonna do a live at 9 top 10 next
Easy.
week. of all the albums? Because you gonna let everybody else put their albums out.
It would pretty much be like what he had on there. Who he had? Victory
good.
Lap.
That's your opinion. You got two.
And then I would just take the
wouldn't.
Carters out.
I can't put Victory Lap on there because I didn't really listen to it.
I did. It was dope.
OD. I would have to put that list is not gonna be my list.
And if we talking about overall music, what's it called? Imagine Dragons or whatever. They go hard.
I didn't listen to that album.
I've seen him
I
perform
skipped
before, but
I skipped that album. But November by Sir would definitely. That's an R&B joint. That's in my top.
Did anybody listen
Fire.
to Lil Baby? He put out Street Gossip.
It was a mixtape, but I still would. I didn't.
It wasn't an album.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't listen.
made it seem like it was gonna be an album.
It's not my scene.
It was alright. Nothing
Uh,
special. 21's dropping an
Oh.
album tonight.
Aaron
Tonight?
Ray.
Yeah.
First, Aaron Ray. Y'all might not know who this
Who's
is.
that?
But he dropped the album. He dropped the R&B album. I think y'all would like it. Fire. It's probably one of my favorite albums of the year. Easy. It's in my top albums of the year.
you know what's my favorite one of them? That Usher album, Low Key.
I didn't listen to it.
The one with Zaytoven?
Hell yeah. That thing had some hits on
Nah,
there.
the one with Future, man.
Nah, Low Key. That was fire.
I wasn't jocking it.
Nah, yo.
I wasn't. Nah.
Every song. Nah, that's a 7-song album that was hit.
Stop. No, stop. Get out of here.
That's a fact. Shout out to Usher and Zaytoven. Keep making those hits.
Nah, Currency, Alchemist came out with what's his face? Freddie Gibbs. That was fire.
I like Freddie Gibbs. The one with Currency was good.
Yeah, it was fire.
All right, bet.
It was fire. LMA, that came out this year.
I didn't hear her whole album, but I
liked
like the
it.
2 songs
Did
that she
Bruno
got out.
Mars drop an album?
No,
That
he
was
should
last
not be
year.
on that list. I'm tired of this.
Do you feel like
I feel like he's been on this list for like 2 years in
Do
a
you
row.
feel like he's like the closest thing to Michael Jackson?
No, The Weeknd. Are you bugging?
Not
you
my
dumb?
opinion, at least.
Bruno Mars. I would put Bruno Mars above The Weeknd.
The Weeknd has the voice.
He
just
does.
can't
He
dance.
fell off.
He just
He's cuffed now. He don't make that good music because he
Nah,
used
you
to be
bugging
hurt.
because you didn't hear that. Like, I felt every pain on Dear Melancholy, whatever you call it, however you say that name.
Melancholy.
There you go. That my Dear Malik, what you say?
Melancholy.
Melancholy. That shit was crazy.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah, like every song on there was painful. So what are you talking about? That's what we was missing. That Starboy album was good, but it wasn't enough pain on there for the trilogy, the Thursday, the you know who we are, the House Balloons, the EXO, real fans. Weeknd to me is the best. Like him and Frank Ocean.
I would put
Yeah,
Frank
Frank
Ocean.
Ocean.
I like
I
Frank
put
Ocean
Frank
more
Ocean
than
over
The
Weeknd,
yeah,
easily.
for me.
Not easy because he wasn't.
But Frank Ocean hasn't.
He wasn't
feel like,
feeding the streets like when they needed that new Frank Ocean album. He was playing.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel
but
like
he
Frank
was
Ocean has
dealing
been
with
putting
label
out-
stuff
I
though.
don't want to hear that. I'm tired of people.
Wayne was dealing with label stuff too,
But
bro.
Wayne was still putting out music.
He was putting out featured music.
He was putting out mixtapes. Frank
put
Ocean
out
didn't give
2
nobody
mixtapes.
nan nutter.
He
He
put
was
out 2
doing
mixtapes.
Jay-Z songs and shit.
And I'm okay with that.
I wasn't.
Hey,
Those were
speaking
fire
of which-
Jay-Z songs.
Speaking
It
of
was.
which, we teased out a topic a couple weeks back.
Oh, but
Top-
Will Smith and
No,
Jay-Z?
no, a couple
Will
weeks
Smith
back.
still.
Oh my god.
Still.
Nah, I like that new thing that he posted though. We'll get into that, or you can repost.
can talk about
it.
that later.
We teased at like top 5 R&B albums, but we never got to get into it. Do you guys want to do that
I
real
just
quick?
said Aaron Ray. Sir, November. Fire. Who else did LMA? Fire. That's 3. Who else did I have on here? I don't know.
See, I don't really rock with new school like R&B like that. So it's
No?
like
You gotta be nice. Like,
LMA, she's up there,
She
but it's
was
like
nice.
I don't really listen to nobody like that.
The people listen.
that
if
Black
I'm naming
album
them,
was good.
nah, my
can't
tie
rock
was
with
my
Black.
tie
I
was
don't know
I
alright.
like Black. I like.
No, he
Black.
makes dope music. I just don't
Kick
vibe
it
with it.
neck.
Yeah.
What about Black album, the Usher album to me? I just said that already.
Khaled.
Yeah.
I would put Khaled over there.
It came out this year.
Yep. Sun
I
Kid.
never heard it.
Sun City.
I
I
seen him
think that was
perform,
the EP.
but I didn't hear it.
Actually, I think
So
that was like an EP.
You're not doing EPs. Push it.
Yeah. Trey Songz just recently dropped.
Oh
That shit was
yes.
trash.
Nah.
Both of them were trash.
Nah, I like that song. You do something that the drugs can't do. That's the only one I heard though. I know
Oh,
that
Stimulator Jones came out this year.
song. Who the hell is that?
Would you count him as R&B though?
I would count that as R&B.
Does Future count as R&B?
Future.
He could, cause he's the GOAT.
Oh, Anderson
He
Paak.
could.
That came out.
Is that he R&B?
Anderson Paak, yeah, I would say
He's a
Anderson
rapper.
Paak is. No, I would put. Well,
Yes, he is.
it depends, but I would put. I don't know where I would put Anderson Paak. Honestly,
that-
I don't think I could pigeonhole Anderson Paak into one sort of specific genre. I
Did
don't
SZA
think.
come out this year? That was last year.
I think that was early.
Oh, that was last year. Cause it was a long
Yeah,
ass.
that was-
Yeah.
I know this was.
Apparently,
Apparently, Culture came out 2018. I
The
forgot.
first Culture.
Culture 2.
Culture 2 came out this year.
That's what I'm saying. I forgot.
Yeah, in the beginning. That album was forgettable.
Yo, Ty Dolla Sign is one of the most underrated R&B artists out there.
Ty Dolla Sign
wholeheartedly
is the
disagree.
most poppin' R&B artist out there right
Wrong.
Like
How?
I feel like he has
Dollar Sign is whack to me.
What?
now. Ty Dolla Sign's been popping on everybody's track.
What about his tracks?
His track, My Ty, was fire.
I never heard it.
Exactly
The
my point.
best song
Exactly
I
my
heard
point.
him
Get out of
on,
here.
he's always on somebody. He like on Kanye's album.
He
Fire.
murders it. He murders it.
Wiz
Every
is
feature
Wiz.
he
That-
That Drake
The song
album.
with him, Weeknd and Wiz Khalifa. He had like I like that part where he was like, "Are you gonna make them eggs cheesy on them grits?" But the Weeknd had the best verse.
Of course, because you're Weekend stan.
But told Ty Dolla Sign really had a better verse.
I didn't hear that song. I've
Yeah,
never heard Or Nah?
Nah.
Oh yeah.
How does that go? Maybe.
Do you
I mean,
like
Ty
the
Dolla
way
didn't
I
really-
flick my tongue or nah?
No, yeah, we can buy you that. We can buy you that. I remember that.
Hell no, I got the Weeknd version.
I was still in
nigga.
college back then. Yeah, hell yeah, he killed it.
I don't
That
know.
was- that was- I remember them times.
Nah, but My Ty, Jeremiah, and Ty Dolla Sign, that was all right. That album.
That song, New Level,
I like Jeremiah better than Ty
on
Dolla
the
Sign.
album. You know what I'm talking about?
How does it go?
Damn, I'm trying to blank right now.
All right,
Who?
on to the next topic.
R&B got to step it up. I
No,
feel like.
R&B is fire. Y'all just not
No,
listening.
I'd agree with Bear. I think it has to step
That's
it
to
up.
step it up.
What are y'all?
man.
Yo, name 3 artists in R&B right now that y'all been listening to.
That do
Exactly
Usher
my
album.
point.
LMI.
Exactly my
May,
point.
whatever.
I only listen
You-
to
SZA.
that.
You haven't been listening to nobody.
Trippin'.
Ty Dolla Sign.
I gave you like mad artists y'all
That's
never
new
heard
artists
before.
though.
These are new artists. Sir is a new artist.
Oh, you know who I like, but
You-
they
he
shit came
bodied
out
that
last
album.
year. Sid. Y'all like Sid from the internet?
No, never heard of him actually.
You never
I
heard of
can't-
the internet? They down with.
I know who the internet is. I've never heard.
You ain't gotta say it like that. Like I was just saying, like, she's in the internet. Like if you heard of the internet, she's
I
in
haven't
it.
heard of the internet. I'm not like
don't-
familiar
you don't
with all
like
the
them?
members.
Nah, I don't like none of them. I just like Sid. I ain't hear none of
okay,
their
but I don't
music.
know. Yeah,
Internet.
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I never
don't know.
listened to internet. Odd Future. Just Sid.
Our Future got some.
and that's it. And Frank
Dumb with
Ocean wasn't down with
Genesis.
them. Oh, they
Earl
got
Sweatshirts.
Earl Sweatshirt. He's nice though.
He put out a Super Fire album. It was super fire, but it was alright.
The Odd Future 2 album was fire though,
It was alright.
with the donut on it. That was nice.
The OF
though.
donut.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah.
So kind of transitioning from music. Well, we still kind of in music, but it's gonna transition to another topic. I don't know if you guys heard 2 Millie suing Fortnite for the Millie Rock.
Yeah, I heard that.
What do you guys think about that?
I don't know.
You can't sue somebody for a dance unless you copyrighted
And
it.
you can't copyright a dance.
So
Yeah.
case
But
closed.
the bigger
Dun,
question.
dun.
The bigger question is that do you think these video games and stuff should take more responsibility for stealing our culture?
We just need to take more responsibility for keeping our culture from not being stolen.
But isn't that what 2 Millie's doing right? Well, he's trying to do right now, even though he's gonna fail.
I mean, yeah, I like sometimes you have to be that person to like make that thing, like make the first like I guess
Set the
step.
precedent.
Yeah, there you go. You got to do that to let other people know that they like you make other people aware. Like, all right, like we're cracking down. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he may not win nothing from it, but somebody else might find a better way to protect themselves from getting something stolen from them.
So what do you think we need to do to like stop? Because they steal it, like everybody's culture vultures nowadays, man.
It's at an alarming rate too, because you could be. I've been around people that's not black, like Asian and all that stuff, and they like not nothing against it, but it's like they like it's just like they're more like into like they have all of the stuff that probably we like. I don't know how I'm trying to say it. I'm not.
I
trying
know
to
exactly what you're trying to say.
It's
So
like
you're saying
pretty
that-
much the other day I'm walking down the street, right, and I see some old white lady wearing a pair of Yeezys.
they're
Nothing wrong with that.
jocking our style.
But it's like,
It's just
how did that happen? You
because
know?
of us.
Did it?
Or maybe they comfy.
Yes, it's-
Yeezys are pretty comfy.
But she
But-
had the ones that people was like. She had the 750 joints. Like
Unless
she,
like her nephew
it's
bought it
just.
for her. Like
Yeah, she
her-
probably got like a granddaughter
She
who
coulda had
was
some-
messing with a
she
black
got,
dude.
like-
Nah, it's
and-
nothing wrong with it. I'm just
Stupid.
saying that like once you see things like that, you know things is different. Like you know what I'm
Things
saying?
been
I was
different,
walking
bro.
around.
We damn near run the fashion
Mike, what do you
Everyone's
think? What do
lying.
you think we need to do? And
to save it.
yeah,
Honestly, I don't know if we can save it per se.
I just think you gotta be creative.
Because you remember, this is kind of weird, but you remember Black Panther, and Black Panther, how we were hoarding all of our resources, how they were, and then he wanted to give the world.
Yeah.
I feel like it's something like that.
You think so?
I think so.
That's a good analogy, yeah. Because it's pretty much like, if we're so good at doing stuff, right, and people like it, it's like we're being selfish by keeping it to ourselves. Like, if the universe is going to benefit from it, then why not just release it?
Why hold it?
But then it's like we got to
also pay us credit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Where credit is due.
Like,
pay it forward.
Because I was watching, that's why I brought it up. It wasn't even, I was watching that movie Bodied. I don't know if y'all heard of it.
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
It's on YouTube
Was
Premium. It was, I fell asleep halfway in it. But the parts that I saw was dope. I'm not even going front. Like, Jackie Long is in it. Charlamagne is in it. It's pretty much like a white guy. He goes to these rap battles, and he's like a nerd.
Oh, he's a rapper. Oh, yeah.
No,
I wanted to see that.
It's on YouTube. I'm not going to spill it all the way for you.
Red. I'm going to watch that.
It's pretty much like it was like a scene where he's at a table where there's no black people there, and they was having a conversation about black people in rap battles and why they be saying certain stuff, and it's like they was giving their opinion on it when they have no background on the culture or whatever. And it's like, then they had like a gay white guy that was being a black woman, like imitating them, and it was like, so how you don't think that's racist? Like, yeah, straight up, like, you know what I'm saying? It was just talk about different topics. So I like how the movie was well, like, versed, you know.
Okay.
One thing I also, since we speaking on this topic, I don't like is like a lot of like these like white chicks, especially like pasty chicks, with like
What's pasty?
Tan themselves to the point. I don't know if you've seen that
spray
thread,
tan?
but like, yeah, it's like been bad. Like, if you look at an old picture of Ariana Grande, and look at her now, bro.
Bruh, I saw her in the Thank You Next video.
She pasty as hell, bro.
But is
I don't
she
think
a white
she's
girl or she's
white.
Spanish.
Is she
Or
Spanish?
Italian. Her last name is
She's
Grande.
like Italian or something.
Yeah, I don't know what she is.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, wow.
I was thinking
I thought that was somebody
But
else.
it's like a lot of IG models and all, like celebrity,
Yeah.
like they
want to be darker.
Yeah. And they'll claim that they part black. And it's like, you not.
I never heard of that.
Because they exposed a couple of them on that one show. It was like on some talk show. I think it was called like The Voice or something on CBS. Yeah, the talk. And they exposed a couple of them. But I feel like,
No,
you think that guy's? You think it's like a mental illness?
what? That people want to be black?
Yeah.
No, I think that people are like they don't have any culture. You get what I'm saying? Like, no disrespect. Like, the people that want to be somebody else, they weren't raised with like kind of any culture in their house. They were like pretty much just
raised
A to B.
plain.
And it's like we have that culture because of the things like we all have, like we're all still dealing with the dysfunctions from before or whatever like that. Like, everybody is dealing with it in their own way, and that's what makes everybody different. But like, we all can connect with that one thing.
But I
like,
mean, we also don't have to keep going back to traumas to build.
you know, not going back, but it still happened. Like,
It still happened. No, 100%. I'm not saying it didn't happen. That's crazy. I'm saying I'm not Kanye. Come on now. I'm saying, but we shouldn't always just go straight back to that. We also got to remember we were kings once. So instead of jumping to but you know that you got to teach. Sometimes you can't let somebody teach you. You got to teach yourself.
It's like how I just always feel like it's weird how we live in a country that teaches us false information, and we have to go to school and learn this false information.
Bro,
and
you don't
give it
have
back
to
them.
learn anything.
They teach like
you don't have to pick up on that and just know that. Like,
no, I'm not saying just know that, but it's like that's what they want you to know. That's the part I'm talking about.
Okay, just because that's what they want you to know doesn't mean you really got to learn it.
Nah,
you can always unlearn.
That's a lot harder than your
that's what
it sounds, bro.
Not
you
really.
can't afford, when you can't afford private school, you gotta take your kids to some shitty
private school, bro. Look, I got the internet right here. I can literally learn anything.
I'm talking about
that's
kids.
what I'm saying.
When I was
you
a
as
kid,
a parent,
I didn't even have. We just had flip phones, bro. You know how they got to get on the internet.
It's not now.
And then once
it's
you
not
got
then.
I know, but I'm saying when you're growing up, and that's
when
what
you're growing up.
you.
Why can't you? Then you as a parent, you should be doing it.
You making it sound a lot easier than it
it's
is.
not that hard.
Because when like the parents ain't home, they busy working all day, and the kid got nothing, like got no resources, nothing like that.
Thinking about, I
the only education
really
they have
going
is a
on.
teacher who's like teaching them about Christopher Columbus and all
Bro,
that. It's like,
and you have to know that shit, or you're not gonna pass the test.
You gotta know that stuff to pass the test.
But they
you
should
can
be
always
teaching you the truth.
Why would they teach you the truth?
Wouldn't you be more interested in learning something that was?
Why would they teach you the truth?
Why?
If you win at anything, you get to decide what history books read, and that's what they did.
That's dumb. Then I don't like it. So
that's how the whole world has been going.
That's why.
I would never tell you the truth. If I won a war, I would never tell you how I won that war. I would say we sent in 100 horses with people with horses and we slaughtered everybody. That was it. We went and talked to them. But in reality, I dropped 30 bombs, killed everybody. Well, I would never tell you the actual story because then you're going to look at me negative.
When we
you
actually
still won, though.
So imagine
You
when
still won, but you'd never want the truth to actually come out on how these things happen.
So what about the kid that actually does know the truth, and then when he does go to school, he still has to hear about the stuff that you're telling, like the stuff that you're telling me.
The kid that actually knows
You
the
think
truth.
I'm gonna sit there and want to learn?
No,
anything?
you can speak up.
That's
but
not
you still
happening in
gotta-
no school. They gonna tell you that you're being disruptive if you're speaking.
Bro, and that-
about.
Facts. They will shoot you down if you.
I
try
know
to
they
tell
will.
the truth.
And then you know what you have to do? You just sit there and take it. Just
Well,
sit
yeah,
there,
that's
sit there, go in your books and learn what you actually know to be the truth. You don't have to speak up for anybody else. You don't, and you should be wanting to help.
You should want to tell other people like, yo,
You should.
They lying
100% fact.
So straight
But
up.
what do you think most people are doing when someone tells them that?
They calling him crazy.
And they're never doing their own research.
That's all. Yeah, that's true.
No one ever wants to do their own research. I could give you 1,000 facts right now, and you probably won't look any of them up.
Facts. I'd be like, yo, this is a really good.
Yeah,
book.
like this is really cool. Thanks. You'll throw that book. You'll get in the house. Throw that book to the side. Be like, well,
I'll give one example. There's this book that David, our producer, told me to read. I still ain't read it yet.
that's what I'm saying. Like I
forgot
could
the name
give
of
you.
And you
I
gave me
think
audio,
about
too.
it all the
I
That's
gotta
what I'm
download it.
saying.
I
Like,
gotta download it.
stop
man.
just thinking about these things. You guys are being
I'm
the
guilty
people.
of it. I can't. I'm guilty
Y'all are
of it.
being the people that you're talking about. Just pick up that book that someone's giving you. Just go through it.
No,
We
but
be
I
on the
have
train
been-
listening to music, and we could just wow.
I have been
Just
trying
read
to
the
read
book.
books on the train now because it's like
You can listen to books nowadays. That's a fact.
Yeah, I be listening to book. I listen to
You
on
listen to
YouTube.
music.
Nah, yeah, I listen to music,
Let's
but
Listen to
I
music.
make
So let's
music,
listen
though.
to books.
I don't
You're
know.
definitely
It is kind of. It is like I like reading books. I just never liked reading it on the train because you got to be alert, especially in my neighborhood.
That's a fact. But you can listen to music on the train, so you don't need to read the book.
I know, but usually I listen to music while I'm reading a book because it's like background noise.
I'm
Then I
more of a
get
physical
distracted.
book person.
No, 100%. But you're not reading the physical book. He gave you the book. You still ain't read it. But you listen to
Talking about
music.
that, yeah.
So just listen to me. Listen to the book.
Yeah. You're right.
Like, come on. We got to be
I mean,
better than
don't
that.
act like you listen to.
I'm
it.
I
What's the
never
last
said
book
I
you
did
read?
it. The last book I read,
Last book I read was Black Privilege by Charlemagne. That
yeah,
was a
I
really
read a
good book.
couple of books.
That's the new one.
No, the first one
Oh.
was really good.
I'm reading a book, Becoming a Supple Leopard. It's for training. And which other one did I read? There was another one I just
That
read
shit
recently.
sound kind of sexy.
Wow. All right.
No
Hey, yo.
Become a supple leopard.
It's about training and how to train properly, like how to
What
live
about you? You been reading
properly.
anything?
I read well on my YouTube. I got to the.
I wanna read that Michelle
the
Obama
50th
book.
law because I had that book when I was like 18, but I can't find it. So I was at work one day and then I was just like, the only thing is if you go into it on YouTube, it's not in order. Like it started on chapter 8, but the message was still there. So
I feel like another problem in the education system is like they'll force us to read books that we don't want to read, but it's like they should force us to read books that we like.
Bro, if they force
interested.
you to read a book you don't want to read that book and read a book that you want to read.
No, but I'm just saying because I remember when remember we used to get like
Of
the
course.
summer
No,
the summer book
100%.
things.
That's what I'm saying. Read
They
that
wouldn't
book.
let me choose Captain Underpants, and I love Captain
Listen,
Underpants,
bro.
bro.
Did you read Captain Underpants? by
They want me to
yourself?
read like some encyclopedia or something like that. Like, no, bro, I'm not trying to read that. I'm trying to read Captain Underpants or something
Bro,
like that. Judy Blume or something like
My
that.
school made me read Catcher in the Rye.
Everyone did.
Oh,
I didn't read that actually.
what happened? Man Child in the Promised Land, I think.
Man, child.
That shit was good.
Okay.
Oh, I think his name it's by Claude McKay or somebody. What else we had to read?
Did y'all have to read the Huckleberry Finn book?
I had to read To Kill a
Finn.
Mockingbird.
Yeah, that. Pretty
They
much.
actually have To Kill a Mockingbird in this game, and you can sit down and watch the whole thing.
What?
Yeah.
To Kill a Mockingbird?
Yeah.
In a game?
Inside of a video game.
What, like Grand Theft Auto?
Nah, it's called The Darkness. And, like,
Mm.
you go in with this girl and you just watch the whole movie. You can sit there. I watched the whole thing. I fell asleep.
You know, it's also a great book, Great Gatsby. Before it became a movie, it was a really.
I
good
really
book.
like
I
that
wanted to
movie.
read that.
You also read the book then if y'all like the movie. It was
I
really
have
good.
the
Like
book
it.
in my house. I never read it though, cause I had to buy. Like I will buy all the books for summer reading With like,
Facts.
I
Oh.
yeah, I was that bottle too. Be happy as shit. And bought it over like, look at me.
With all these books that I'm not gonna read.
Nah, but I would wind up reading it because as soon as school started, they started with that whole, where's your book reports and all that bullshit. So I was like, I started reading a little bit, skimming real fast.
Okay.
But I do like reading.
Okay, that's
You know,
I like reading as long as it's something that I want to read.
yeah, I don't like reading boring stuff. Like Catcher in the Rye was type boring to me because I could not relate. He was taking cabs wherever he went, and I was from Harlem. I was taking the bus.
Word.
Train.
Cab's not even stopping for us.
You feel me? He was like, I caught a cab today. I was like, I must
be nice.
So we got Uber.
But now we got Uber. Like,
Hey.
Everybody picking me up.
And they raising the prices up too and stuff.
first of all,
Now
let
you
me
gotta
tell
walk
you.
to an Uber. That doesn't
Yeah.
make sense,
Bro.
Yeah,
You gotta pay
That's
extra if
exactly
you
what
don't
I
want
want to talk
Extra
about.
to not walk to an Uber. How, Sway?
I had to walk 3 blocks to an Uber.
For
And
real?
One time they left me. Yeah, bro. One time the Uber driver they told the Uber that I was by the highway for whatever reason.
Oh my
I was like, why would I call an Uber if I'm by the highway? Like, so he's like, yeah, they gave me the wrong address. I was like, so you coming over here? He's like, nah, you
Nah.
should call somebody else.
Some of them dudes be lying because they want that cancellation fee money.
Nah, they
They'll
ain't-
cancel on you, but they still get paid somewhat like a small little amount off that cancellation fee.
I know I'll cancel it right back.
And it's so petty. I like, come on,
That's
man.
a
You really
fact.
need money that way? Like,
I was with the guy who drove Uber, and it was his first time driving Uber.
Mhm.
It was his first time.
like his
with a
first time
license.
ever?
It was his first time driving a car,
Ever?
bro.
Like,
Oh,
what?
nah.
Dead
I'd have got
serious.
out of that Uber. Or
Oh
been free.
man,
It's free, right?
How'd he do?
how you think he did?
How
So
many-
you
how
got
many-
your money back,
How many
right?
stars you gave him?
I gave him probably 1 star, I believe.
You got your money back, right?
I did not give my money.
What?
Back. Word.
You should have reported it.
I got there because I had to wake up. It was after day of partying, and it was a ways back. It was late night. There was me and there was 2 chicks in the back. I've never seen these women before in my life.
In the Uber pool?
Yeah, it was an Uber pool.
Hey, Uber pool confessions coming soon.
Nah, but we had to go, and this dude was driving crazy in the streets. He would stop at stop signs. For him to stop at a stop sign, he would have to hit 30 and then start to put the brakes on. I'm like, yo, what are you doing, bro? Like, I had to start screaming at this dude in this Uber. Yo, I'm dead serious. I was like, yo, bro, I am too gone right now for you to be playing these games.
You better than
I
me. I'd
wouldn't-
be like, yo, just get me home, man. I went to sleep
There was another dude that hit a curb. Yeah,
in the Uber.
in the Uber. The Uber driver hit a curb. And then he acted like it was nothing. He was like, it was just a curb. Forget about
Confession:
it."
I hit a curb in one of my driving license tests.
And you said it was nothing?
Nah, I failed the test, but because once you hit a curb, you automatically fail. At least in Chicago.
Oh, right.
So I failed the test. I had to
That's
retake
anyway,
it.
I probably like you hit a curve, you hit a person.
I was backing up. I was doing like this weird like little reverse thing it wanted me to do,
I don't feel like you should fail for that.
and then like I just hear a boom. I was like, shit.
Nah,
Yeah, you shouldn't fail for that. People, grown adults do that.
But now if they trying to get their license, you
Yeah.
had-
And I was in an SUV too, man. It
so
was
you
hard.
rolled right over that thing. You said, "Brrr."
I mean, it was barely noticeable, but
That's what I'm saying.
it was whatever. But I do have like I remember one time I was in the Uber pool. It was this really bad driver, and
Always bad driver.
we was going home, and he almost like got into his accident. He acted like he got mad and stuff until the dude got out the car. This dude was mad big. Dude sat right back in his seat and drove off. It was such an awkward silence after that. It was like,
Oh, you almost got beat up, bro.
I got a question since you it was on my mind. You just brought it up too.
mhm.
Let's say you in an Uber and it gets into a car accident. What's the procedure? Like, do you wait
Take
until
pictures
Not
of
even a car
everything.
accident. Not even car accident. My fault. Let's say his car breaks down.
Uh-huh.
Like you about to get on the highway, the car breaks down. Do you wait with the Uber driver?
No, it's not my car.
Do you call another Uber?
I call another
Call another
Uber.
Uber,
and
bro.
get
I'm out.
It's not my car,
You
bro.
dipping on it?
Yeah,
What if-
sorry, bro.
it's your car, not mine.
Unless
We
it's
ain't
something
friends.
minor. Unless it's something minor, that might be nice. I might be a good Samaritan.
Good Samaritan. What do you mean?
Like what if
He's
like,
not
his-
in danger.
What if his
Like
tire?
if his battery died, I might be there to like help him with the jumper cable.
Well,
or something
yeah,
like
that's
that.
it. Yeah, I would do
Well,
that.
well,
That's-
But like if his whole like
if this
he
whole
about
thing
to
said
take-
click,
he
click,
about
click,
to
click,
take
click,
you home.
smoke started shooting out, I'd be like, bruh.
He's taking you home though.
He ain't taking me home.
Like, he about to take you home.
He ain't taking me home. I'm walking.
pause.
Pause. I don't know. I always wondered that
me
because I be
home.
like, yo, like if I'm ever in the
You
Uber
want that
car,
to happen?
no, but I'm like, yo, that was messed up because I'm like, I really dead ass gonna dip on him.
Yeah. What,
Like, or her.
would you
whoever she is.
expect that person to wait for you?
I don't know because they driving.
But if you was an Uber driver, Would you expect somebody to wait for you? No.
It'd be nice. Keep you company.
You keep yourself company. You're a grown man.
Oh, you gonna leave so soon?
I'm like, it's been real. Be out.
I feel you, because if I was on the bus and that shit broke. You know what I want
Jack,
to talk about, too? I don't like when people get on the bus and, they just walk right past the bus driver without paying. Like, they don't even be like, excuse me, can I pay for the bus? B, I don't like when bus drivers.
Oh, no. Shit,
I don't like when bus drivers don't let people on the bus when they trying to get home. And then C.
Doesn't that contradict the first thing that you just said?
All right. A is you got to ask permission. B is you got to be lenient. Because some people, like, I remember one time it was my birthday. I dead ass only had one fare left. And
you just saying that because it's you.
Yeah. But I'm sure it happened to somebody else, too. I'm sure I'm picking up for that kid that's trying to just get home. And that bus driver, he ain't say nothing to the first person that walked past the bus and didn't say nothing. But now he want to tell you.
Just go through the back door.
You can't get.
Just go through the back door. Problem solved.
Yeah, but the cops be waiting for you at the back door.
I ain't never seen a cop at a back door ever.
I promise you, in my neighborhood, the cops have got on the bus and took people off the bus for hopping on the back bus.
That's because you live in the Bronx.
So that's messed up though. That's literally harassment. Like you sat there and waited for people to get on the back. You waited for people to commit a crime.
That's their fault.
Nah, that's crazy.
I'm gonna wait for you to commit a crime.
It's people committing crimes. People committing crimes all over the Bronx as we speak. Yeah, and you waiting for somebody to commit a crime just so you can take them off the, like, come on.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Nah.
I see where you're coming from, though, because, like, they could be doing something better. Like, they could be, like, a bank getting robbed and they busy
tell me
there.
To come up to them because they think I'm drinking in public. Like, I have something in a brown paper bag. They be like, come up to the car.
Yo, take it out of the brown paper bag.
What? Wait, what? They did this to you?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They think I'm drinking. Now, one time I was drinking. I'm not going to lie. But this time I wasn't.
This time
my dad wasn't. Like, I think I had a Red Bull or something. I just came from the gym. Okay. And they was like, oh, like, wait, what you got in the bag? Come to the car.
Said, none of your
like,
business.
Niggas. I was like, hell yeah. Be
if I want to be
they shoot your ass 40 times.
That's a fact, too.
It's going to be the last thing I said was none of your
none of your business. That's actually a fact, too. What is the topic that you wanted to talk about? I don't know if you have time.
I forgot that.
It was about music and drugs or something. You made a song.
I did.
Yeah, you say you made a song about.
Oh yeah, that was like behind the scenes talk. Like people, that's on my album. Y'all wait for that. But yo, shut up. Yo, wait, ain't your birthday tomorrow?
Yeah, I was gonna get to that.
Oh wow, all right, we'll get to that later. Yeah. That's why
to the end.
Oh, but yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you.
It's not his birthday yet.
Yeah, so I pretty
I'll
much, like, I feel like the 80s was the time when crack was hitting, right? And then, like, the 90s, like, I feel like, especially when I walk around Harlem now, I just see the result of what crack did, like, maybe 30 years later. Like, and it surprises me that people still do crack to this day.
Why does it surprise you?
Cause it's like, yo, ain't you tired? Like, don't you like? Are you, like, how you become a new crackhead? You get what I'm saying?
Because a lot of these dudes be homeless, have nothing else better to do except but get high.
But on crack,
crack is
it's cheap
like
to get.
Getting
it's
younger,
cheap
and
as hell to
younger.
get.
Like,
what do you mean they're getting younger and younger?
They're getting like the crackheads that I'm seeing.
I
like,
have never seen a
younger.
young crackhead before.
Do you being just because you haven't seen it don't mean it don't exist.
That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is what I can see.
Well, I see it every day on my way to the train.
Where you saying that?
In Harlem.
Where
on
at?
125th Street and Lexington Avenue.
What's the address?
That's why.
You want to go? You want to go check it out?
It's on the east side.
You want to go see it for yourself?
Mike was pressing you for a minute.
Yeah,
nah, because I'm trying to.
Where you stay at?
He say
where your grandmama's
at. I'm trying to figure this out.
Yeah,
I'm trying to figure this out.
Good, Mike?
Because I've been on.
Long, like.
Bro was like, "What set you quit?"
Because I've been all through Harlem and I've never seen it like that. But then you say 125th on the east side.
On the east side, hell yeah. But then I see them all. I know I've been in New York. Like, I know how to spot a crackhead from now on. First of all, even people you don't even know are crackheads. Like,
I know no crackheads.
I don't know them, but like I know how they approach me. Like one time I'm in the Chinese store and this lady come in. I say she got to be on crack because she's gonna tell the Chinese lady that she wants to see the half chicken before she gets it. And I was like, I ain't never heard of that. She was like, how the food here? I was like, the food's good. She said, hey, I need to see your half chicken before you cook it. And I was like,
Probably one of those.
I mean,
thinks
that's
it's
reasonable.
that's crack.
Something.
You want to see
Yeah,
some half?
yeah.
They got- who goes to the
big ass rat?
Yeah, that's exactly why. That's why she did it. She wants to make sure it's not something that it's not. She was like, oh, okay.
You know
Okay,
what's
turn it
funny?
around.
I didn't even
All
think
right.
about that.
That's why she did it, bro.
Nah, but like still,
It's not
like,
because of crack.
it's crazy. It was a little bit of both. Cause this other crackhead lady, I know she does crack. She always compliments me on my sneakers. Like, she,
Well, good for her. You
I
should
feel
take
like-
those
I,
compliments.
I take them to heart because I'm like, yo, she's at the bottom right now. She's still.
How you know she at the bottom?
You know what I feel like the new crack though is fake weed. What's it called?
K2?
KCP? Yeah, K2 whatever. I
People,
think
people put that crack in that shit and smoke it. I
but the
know.
whole thing like in general is just like horrible.
Yeah,
maybe have
I ain't
people
gonna front.
bug
I
out.
tried it once, and it was the worst thing I ever did.
I
Kids
also
do
tried
not
it.
Do that. That's the worst.
Nothing really crazy happened.
I know some people that
I was playing
bugged
video
out
games.
off that.
Bugged out, yo. Like that was the worst feeling ever.
Really?
Yeah, I know people that's like addicted to it right now.
That's what I'm saying. I
They
think
need
it's
to-
a new
they need to
crack,
Cut
I
it
feel
out.
like.
That's what I'm saying.
Cut it out. Tell him, PC Barry.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. This is the truth.
Truth.
I know who y'all are. Cut it out. If it
I
ain't
agree.
real, don't do it.
I mean, just don't do it. How about that?
Nah, you can smoke you some weed.
Nah,
the
not
K2.
every. I don't feel like everybody should.
Everybody, the people that shouldn't.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But
Especially
if
when
you're gonna smoke K2, stop doing that and smoke weed.
Or just stop smoking because you actually need help.
Yeah, that too. Go see a therapist.
Not a therapist. Go to the rehab. Go just help. Help yourself.
A therapist. Don't say no. Go see a therapist.
I mean, you could do that. You can also see a therapist in rehab.
Go to rehab.
it's better going to a therapist than to prison. 'Cause
Facts.
prison, they not gonna help you.
And for some reason, they think that's how you stop drug addicts in America.
They don't
No,
think
don't
that. They
think
know what they doing.
that.
They know what they
It
do.
was sarcasm.
Oh.
That's the easiest way
clearly
to get
sarcasm.
somebody locked up is to make them addicted to drugs. And
Of course.
That's-
You know,
it's
The
so
sad
messed
thing
up.
when it happened to Amy Winehouse, I was watching that. I watched that whole documentary.
she
It was
went to
crazy.
jail.
Nah, her ex-boyfriend got her addicted to heroin
We gotta stop
Oh,
saying
man.
her ex-boyfriend. I don't know the
because it
whole
was her
story
ex-boyfriend.
because women be doing drugs just as much as men.
But he was the one who introduced her
We
to
don't know
heroin.
that.
I do. I watched the whole documentary.
Right?
And
They said Whitney
she
Houston
said it.
got introduced to cocaine by Bobby Brown, and we clearly see she was doing her own thing.
How you know that wasn't after
Nah.
Bobby Brown introduced?
But I
her
didn't
to-
realize Barry was behind the scenes on Whitney Houston's life.
I'm saying
Sorry.
I know a lot of girls that
Word.
do drugs.
So
he
you
was
can't
in
really
the Pusha T's
work-
album cover.
Facts. He was there. He was-
Yeah, I'm like that Bobby.
so yeah, you can't really say that.
I'm saying
Anybody
that not
was doing it
everybody
before.
everybody, because I don't like that narrative.
But
that,
that's
like,
what happened, bro. Like she literally.
I'm not
said
saying
it.
with Amy Winehouse. I'm just saying that like people do drugs on their own terms.
Okay, so you can't generalize people, everyone doing it to one specific case. You can't say, or you can't do it the
But
other
how
way
does
around.
somebody get? That's why I'm saying. How does somebody get you addicted to heroin?
They put it in your mouth. Say somebody that, because this will happen. You fall in love with somebody, and then you want to be around them. You want to do what they do. So I feel like that's what happened in those situations. You don't want to be separated from your partner, the person that you love. So if they want to do drugs, you would be way more likely to do drugs.
Right.
It'd be much more easier to introduce it to
Right.
you because it's coming from someone that you trust, someone that you love.
I'm like,
So I
I'll
feel like
try
that's-
it.
Yeah, I'll
And then-
try it if you try it. All
Right.
right, let's do it.
Some stuff you like. I ain't go for it. Like that's how I wound up trying Molly. It was from a girl that gave me it. It wasn't
Exactly.
Like
So how'd you get
introduced
introduced? See, it's the
to
same
drugs.
thing.
But what I'm saying is that you can't say like heroin is a drug that everybody knows.
and yet people
Like
do
crack.
it, and yet people still do it. People still do meth, and they know what meth is going to do to them. People do all these drugs, and they know exactly what it's going to do to them.
I feel like all these people are doing that because they are missing love from somebody, and they need to talk about it instead of doing drugs. Because only thing you're doing is
It's
making
harder
it
than
worse.
it's harder than
It's much
it
harder
sounds.
than
It
just
is.
give them love. Like,
I ain't say
that's
give them
easy.
love. I said they're missing love. You may not be the person to give them love.
I never
but
said I was going to be the person. to
I
give
ain't
them
saying
love.
you. I'm saying
I'm
that.
just say-
just
that's what I'm saying.
No, you said you don't. They don't need love or whatever you just said.
Give them love.
Nah, but I get where you coming from because it's like for me, it's like I can't fathom myself stabbing myself with a needle just to get high. I could never.
But you can smoke it.
I had
smoked the exact same thing.
I was cool with somebody that was a drug addict, and they straight up told me that there was no better feeling than getting high off of cocaine, like sticking it in them. He said it feels better than sex, and that's what I knew he was bugging. But he meant that shit because he was doing that.
He probably had some terrible sex.
Or the drugs might have been that good.
But it's like I don't know no
Being
drug
a grown man
that's
doesn't
like
mean that you've never done these drugs like this.
shit.
So you can't say you don't know.
But
well,
he
you
told,
could say you
but I was
don't
like, first
know.
of all, he told me that shit, and he meant that shit. I know he meant it, and I was just like, damn, like what happened in his life that made him feel like that's what he had to like do. You know what I'm saying? To function. You know what I'm saying? You got to stick a
It
needle
might have
in
been the
yourself.
same situation. He was with somebody, and then they just started to want to do drugs together. There was another movie that happened to, what was it? Something in
Requiem of a Dream.
kinda. That's also a situation.
That was you ever seen it? You got to see that.
No, it was Sid and Nancy. It was about
Right,
Sid
right.
Vicious and his girl at the time. Yeah, so they started doing drugs. Like, he was a big rock star, and then they started to do drugs, and then everything just went downhill. They started doing drugs together, and they died in a New York City apartment.
I ain't gonna front. That is a cool way to die, though.
It's not.
Right.
I kind of agree with Barry.
It's really not.
You gotta go out. That's how you go out.
Go out on drugs?
Take
Nah,
you take your own destiny.
I'm good.
That's old as hell with my girl next to me. Like, you know what?
Yeah.
Let's go out high.
Word, get on top and ride it out till we just ride it out.
Oh, God.
Man, these glasses don't change a thing.
They say they make you
These are
smart.
lenses.
It's the lenses. That's where the power relies.
Man.
Yeah, man.
Any last shout outs before we close down?
Shout out a day on his birthday tomorrow.
Thank you.
So what are you doing?
I never thought I'd be saying these words, but I'm going to South Dakota.
I'm going to
South Dakota.
South Dakota.
In the winter.
America's heartland.
What's the degrees over there right
It's
now?
5.
Well, you don't
Probably
wear a
is.
jacket anyway, so
You
Nah, I don't get cold.
hoes don't get cold.
It's freezing out there, bro.
It's free.
It's really not that bad out right now.
It was like 22 degrees in Colorado today.
That's Colorado.
That's brick.
Colorado and South Dakota.
No, but I got a
right
Then
new
it was
coat
like
though,
50
so
or
I'm
something.
prepared.
You got a new coat?
He's
Mhm.
got a
Alright, there
gray
we go.
goose.
Oh,
Nah.
Canada
You
goose.
said gray
It's
goose.
a yeah.
He's got
You got the gray goose gonna keep you warm too. So how old are you turning?
23, man.
23,
Wow.
Jordan.
He's like a bigger fetus. Guys, you guys should see it.
You just mad because of my youth. You envy.
Bro, I look just as young as you.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You look like you like 25, 26.
That's a lie.
Maybe if you shaved, you probably look as young as me, but nah.
That's a lie, too.
I'm still the baby face around here.
That's a lie.
Y'all the old heads.
Hey,
I was
man.
playing.
I mean, you the OGs.
That's a fact.
OGs, yeah. OGs.
All right, everybody, beautiful people. We will be back next Thursday.
Next Thursday, tune in.
Most definitely, we might have a guest. Woo.
Ooh.
Good night.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Drop.